Clash Mini is Supercell's newest game that was released on Monday, November 8th, 2021. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining everything regarding Clash Mini. And at the end, I'll be explaining a couple ways in which you guys can play this game. And also, I'll be making a lot of Clash Mini content in the future on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, along with my Clash Royale content that I already do, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's just start out by talking about how this game works. Clash Mini is related to the game genre known as auto chess. Basically, auto chess is a game that's kind of similar to in real life chess, but except you place the pieces on the board and they move themselves, and they have special abilities that activate during the course of the game. If you've ever played DOTA auto chess or something like Teamfight Tactics, then Clash Mini is similar in concept to those games. The strategy is pretty high level, and there are a lot of mental games involved as well. The mental games are present because you have to approximate where your opponents are going to play their pieces, then you have to play your pieces in coordination with their pieces to get the best round possible. So it's a little bit complicated, but you know, it's pretty fun. Currently, you can build a deck that has 6 different minis. One of them has to be a hero, and then you can choose the other 5 minis. Although, however, you can't have more than one hero in your deck. You have to choose one of the 5 and then leave the others out. There are also different types of boards in Clash Mini that have unique tiles on the boards that can affect your minis in different ways. As of right now, there are 3 different boards. First up, we have the Healing Temple with the Healing Star, and a unit that is placed on the Healing Star can heal 1 HP for every 2 seconds. Then we have Electro Valley with the Supercharger tile, and a unit placed on this gains 6 of its energy at the start of battle. And then we have the Banquet Hall with the Magic Mirror, and the Magic Mirror can duplicate the unit placed on it, and it takes away some of its HP in return. And I mentioned energy. Let's talk about that. Energy is basically something that you acquire throughout the match that charges your mini's super ability. It's a similar concept to charging your super in Brawl Stars by attacking enemies. Let's look at the Electro Wizard as an example. If we tap the Electro Wizard and then go over to his stat page, we can see that his energy cost is 4. This means that he requires 4 energy in order to charge his super. And then in the case of the Battle Healer, you can see that it requires 8 energy in order to charge its super. So the energy cost varies between minis and their super abilities. And there are 2 different types of game modes in Clash Mini. We have duels and then we have rumble. Duels are definitely the simple of the 2. Basically how they work is that it's the first person to win 3 rounds, and then whoever wins the 3 rounds wins the duel. But then there's rumbles, which are a lot more complicated, but they're also my favorite. And also rumbles is what the gameplay has been in the background throughout the duration of this video. So with rumbles, there are 8 players involved in the game, and they are separated into 2 different groups of 4 players per group. The top 2 players from each group will advance to the semifinal, and then 2 of those players will be eliminated, leading to the final round, and whoever wins the final round wins the entire rumble. Rumbles definitely take a lot longer to do than duels, but in my opinion, they are a lot more fun because you get to play against 3 different people minimum during the rumble. Whereas with a duel, you only get to play against 1 person. It's just a 1v1. And with these 2 game modes, you can either play them in a casual way or a ranked way. So let me show you how that works. As you can see right now, I have my game modes set to casual, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It's casual. There's no trophies at stake. You're just playing to have fun, just to practice and just have fun with the game, right? But then of course, ranked is a different animal. You can see this button right here that says switch on to select ranked game modes, but I actually can't do that, and I'll explain why in a bit. But basically, ranked in Clash Mini is how you gain trophies and progress on the leaderboards throughout the game. Also, I'm gonna flex right now. Where am I on the leaderboard? I'm 216. I've been higher, I promise, but this is where I am right now. Just a little bit of a flex, you know? But you might be asking, what's the difference between playing duels and rumble in a ranked game mode? Well, actually, the big difference is you get more trophies from playing rumble. If you win the rumble match and get first place, you can gain 10 trophies from that. And even if you finish second place, you get 6. And if you finish in the top 4, you still get 4 trophies. So if you're looking to get the most trophies possible in Clash Mini, I definitely recommend doing rumbles as much as possible. So let's go back to this area. Switch on to select ranked game modes. The reason why I can't select that is because I don't have any challenge coins. So you might be asking, what are challenge coins? Challenge coins are this little icon up here, and they are what you utilize to play ranked game modes. It costs 1 challenge coin to enter per ranked match, whether that is rumble or duels, and you utilize that to get into the ranked game. And also, I forgot to do this earlier, but let's take a look at the leagues. We have the Apprentice League, which is the very bottom. Then we have the Silver League, the Gold League, which I'm currently in Gold 1. Then we have the Diamond League. We have the Master League, the Grandmaster League, and then the Legendary League. Now that we've talked about the core gameplay of Clash Mini, let's talk about the progression of Clash Mini and how that works. So progression is gained in Clash Mini through a few different ways. First things first, we have your heroes, which have a max level of 10. And as you upgrade these heroes, they will get new abilities, which will help them during combat. Like the level 1 Countess's base ability is Feed right here, but when I got her to level 5, she unlocked another ability. And then with the minis, they progress in terms of a star system. You may have been seeing these star icons below my 5 minis on the home screen. So let me explain what those mean. As you collect more of a mini, you earn more stars for that mini. And then when you get stars for those minis, it unlocks new abilities. So right now, the Magic Archer in Clash Mini is the only mini in which I have all 3 stars. Its base ability is that the Magic Archer has attacks that pierce. Its 1-star ability is called Steel Tips, in which its magic arrow does 1 additional damage. Its 2-star ability is Drain, in which its magic arrow gains 2 Dissipate, which means that its enemy loses energy when it is hit. And its 3-star ability is Shatter, in which the Magic Archer gains Breaker, and what Breaker does is it deals triple the amount of damage to shields. So in terms of getting these stars and actually upgrading your minis and heroes, how do you do that? Like any Supercell game, there is an item shop in which you can buy your progression by buying minis in the shop to progress towards your stars. You can also buy heroes and also buy your challenge coins if you want to do that. Also, we have this right here, which is the mini pass. As you progress along this, you get gold and you get chests and challenge coins and stuff like this. So that way you can get more heroes and progress yourself. And of course, we have the free side and then also the mini pass side, which is a $10 cost. And then also we have quests. You can find quests by clicking this icon in the top right corner, and you can complete tons of quests, which will help you get gold and progress your mini pass. And also you can unlock minis directly from quests. Let's talk about cosmetics in Clash Mini, because this is a thing that is actually a thing already. There are actually various skins that you can unlock for your minis and heroes, which is really, really cool. For the Magic Archer, I currently have this skin right here, which is really, really cool. For my P.E.K.K.A, I have this skin, which you've probably seen somewhere on Twitter. And I really like this skin. I think this skin's really cool. And then something really cool, we have an El Primo skin for the Monk. That's amazing. And with cosmetics being a reality in Clash Mini, it adds tons of room for expansion in the future, kind of like skins with Brawl Stars. Was this section necessary to include in this video? No. But I like talking about skins. And I'm gonna buy this skin right here, the Victory skin for the Shield Maiden, and show you guys what the unlocking process looks like. We have that, we have this box, and then we get the skin. So that's a brief overview of Clash Mini, but now let's talk about how you can actually play the game. Currently, it's only available in Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, Norway, and Canada, but there are some other methods that you can use to play Clash Mini, even if you're not in those countries. Like for an example, I live in the United States. Clash Mini, not here at all. I wish it was, but it's not. But I found other ways which I can play it. And there are 2 main ways in which you can do this. Also, just an FYI, I'm not going to be covering Android stuff because I don't know anything about Android, to be honest. I am 100% an iOS user, so I'm going to be covering iOS stuff. So what you can do is go to the App Store and change the region of your Apple ID, so that way it matches with one of the countries that Clash Mini is out in right now. I actually have a specific Finnish Apple ID that I use for Supercell beta games to play other games like Clash Quest, Everdale, and now Clash Mini, for situations just like this. So that's what I do. And I'm not going to be going too in depth on how to do that, but you can find it with a quick Google search or just search on YouTube. There are tons of creators who have made videos on it as well. And another simpler way that you can do is just use a VPN and go to that region, and you can download the game by doing that. This isn't the method that I used for Clash Mini, but it is the method I used when Call of Duty Mobile was in beta in 2019 to play it when it was in Australia and Canada. So it is a method that does work for mobile games. I know that for a fact. So it doesn't really matter which method you choose, whether to make an Apple ID that's, you know, in Finland or wherever, or use a VPN. Both of these methods work just fine. But anyway, those are all things Clash Mini, at least for now, I guess. I'm really loving the game right now. I'm playing it a lot every single day, and I look forward to making more content on the game in the future. I'll see you guys in the next video.